Hey Sammy and Kevin, I feel as though you two have been having a quiet beer mulling over this one over the weekend. Bit of a coincidence you both posted within a couple of hours of each other on the same topic. Anyway, I thought I'd just take a quick look at it to see if I'd actually done something really silly here, and I don't think I have actually, but I'll just explain. First of all, the purpose of this article had nothing to do with Trotter Studio or MemoQ or anything else. It was all about using AI to solve regular expressions, which typically, when I've been playing with AI for this sort of thing, because I use it for all kinds these days, I've actually found it's not very good at regular expressions. But at the time when I wrote this, the update to GPT-4, it actually managed to solve something which I have never been able to solve on my own before. If you guys have managed to do it by yourself in one pass, I'm really super impressed, and I would really be interested to see your expression. I've never found anybody who could show me how to do it either, and I've asked in a lot of places because it's been a bit elusive. So what I thought I'd do is I'll just show you how it does work, first of all in EditPadPro. And the reason I chose EditPadPro, Kevin, was because when I write the prompt in ChatGPT, you have to be very specific to make sure you get the answer you want. And I didn't want it to write some Python code or some Perl scripts and insert the regular expression in there. I wanted it to give me a regular expression that I could use within a search and replace operation. So that's why I chose EditPadPro. I could have used Notepad++, but I chose EditPadPro because that's the editor that I use. I prefer it. It can handle far bigger files than any other text editor I've come across with the same kind of capabilities. I know UltraEdit is good and all that kind of stuff, but that's what I use. That's why I chose to use it. So if I take this expression and I created a small file just with these examples, because that's what I used in there. And in EditPadPro, I put the search and I put the pattern. If I just do one at a time so you can see what's happening there. Well, sorry, let me just go back to the beginning. Let me just do find the first one so we can see what it's doing here, and then I replace and then replace and replace. You can see each time it's correctly replacing those 1,000 expressions separators, no matter what else I had in there for decimal separators. With the examples that I used, I'm sure you could find some other example where it doesn't work. I don't know, I didn't try and take it any further, but for these examples, which are fairly typical, it works. So it works in there quite fine. So I thought this morning, after you said it doesn't work in Studio, I'd take a quick look. And I know, because I'm a regular user of Studio, I know that if I use the normal Control F, it is not going to work. And that's because I know there's a bug in Trotter Studio right now, which hopefully will be fixed in the next release, which prevents back references from working properly if you're using lookarounds. So I'm not even going to waste my time with that one, but instead I'll use, for example, the toolkit. The toolkit is pretty good. I like it better than the find and replace normal, because not only can it do exactly what you want, it can do it on the source or the target, and you can do a whole project of files all in one go. It just carries a lot of advantages. So if I just open that file, little file, test file, this sample text, into Studio here, any old language will do, so we'll just take English to Italian, that will do. I'll save it so we get a single file project created. I'm not going to edit this video, so this is all real time, and it's always tends to be a bit slower sometimes when I've got the recorder going. But anyway, I'll save it. I'll just, so we can do, we've got a choice really. I'll just copy source to target. So I'll save that and I'll close it. So there's my project. If I now come over to my project here and I select the project file, there's the file, and it's going to pick up all the files I had in there. There was only one. So I go to the replace, and in the replace, let's just copy those expressions in. So I'll go back to here. I'll take this one. Let's do the target, and then the replace. Put that in here. I can preview it so you can see what will happen if I preview it. The preview is pretty nifty. Well, normally is. Where's it gone? Oh, use regular expressions. That always helps. Preview. So you can see that it's actually done it in the preview. It's shown me what will happen. It's correctly replaced this and worked perfectly in one pass. I don't need to take two passes. And if I just click replace all to make it actually happen, if I open the file now, looks pretty good to me. Make that bigger. So as far as I can see, that works. I found it interesting, all your comments. I'm not sure I understand them completely, but I think maybe you could elaborate a little bit and explain where you're coming from. But it certainly works for me.